First of all, I'd like to tell you that this bow tie I'm wearing is traditional in the suit of what Malcolm X used to wear. And he was a man, during his lifetime, was known as one of the most dangerous men in America. Who was Malcolm X? Was he a troublemaker? Or was he a man in search of racial equality for all? Malcolm was one of the best public speakers of all time. A man by the name of Marble Manning wrote a book. He won a Pulitzer Prize for the book that he wrote in 2011, and he got the Pulitzer Prize in 2012, and for history. And he was 60 years old. He died shortly after writing this book. But it was a vivid account, and I have a VHS autobiography that was narrated by Ossie Davis, who did a brilliant and wonderful job at narrating this VHS autobiography of Malcolm. He just composed it so well, and the voice that he used. Malcolm had a very controversial style. He was a man who used words and ideals, and he had an electrical way with words and ideals, and the rhetoric that he used and the way in which he spoke. He used words very quickly, and he would be willing to ignite the crowd with the words that he would use. He wouldn't hesitate to set the tone by using words like white devils or two-legged dogs, these kinds of words, which were very dangerous at the time for a man of color. And he would use them without thought, because this was just his way. King and Malcolm were advocates with their words, their philosophies, their strategies, and their political ideals. They were at odds, so to speak, but they used them. And Malcolm, the study of Malcolm's philosophical ideas and the way that he used sound bites helped to shape public speaking. Sound bites are short, quick quotes that Malcolm used before we even knew what they were. And he would use them wherever he went, and to do the things that he did. Malcolm was one of the best orators of his era. Okay, he first learned public speaking while he was through his religion, and then through his civil rights struggle. This is when he became polished and perfected it. Malcolm's life was one of transformation. Okay? He went from a troubled childhood as an abused child to a ward to the state, and then become a criminal and entangled in the justice system, and then on to becoming a religious proselytizer for the Nation of Islam, and then he became what we know him as today, a civil rights advocate. In conclusion, Malcolm was effective at mass communication because of the attention that he drew. And Malcolm, he was well-known and a mass communicator, and people would stand and watch him for hours as he would speak to the crowds. He would speak extemporaneously for hours, and they would stand in the rain and listen to him. But in conclusion, Malcolm, he was willing, he knew that the path that he was on would eventually lead to his death, and that was a price that he was willing to pay. And I ask you, as we all are brothers and sisters in Christ, are you willing to pay the ultimate price for being a Christian? Thank you very much.